don't like something, if we don't like a chair or a rug or a pillow, if we're not happy with them, we can get rid of them, throw them away. Uh, we don't have to put up with them. We can physically remove them. However, that is not true when it comes to thoughts, because thoughts come into our mind and then they go. But we cannot stop thoughts. Now, we can change our thoughts, but it's also true that the more we try to not think about something, the more we tend to obsess about it. But the problem is, clients who come to therapy tend to believe every thought that they have in their head. But the reality is that a thought is just a thought. And that just because you have a thought does not mean that you have to buy the thought, that you can pick and choose. And you can challenge thoughts, you can ignore thoughts, you can let them go. But people who have anxiety tend to have a thought, they lock onto that thought, and that thought goes round and round and round like a loop in their head. And it becomes very punishing and very self-defeating. And so when clients learn that they can let go of a thought, that they don't have to buy the thought, then they start to realize that, wait a minute, I can live a life that is much more productive and less full of anxiety. And the reality is that just because something in your life could happen does not mean it will happen. And so part of what coming to therapy is about is learning to be in the moment. Now, in reality, no one can change the past. The only thing you can do about the past is learn from it. No one can predict the future. No one has a crystal ball. None of us know. We don't like uncertainty. We want to know. We want to control things. We want to try to keep things safe. But none of us can. It's really impossible. The only thing you can change is yourself right here today in the moment. And if you can learn that, mindfulness, being in the moment, and letting things unfold as they do, and then taking minute by minute, step by step, day by day, you have a choice every minute or every day. Act not. Engage not. Stay afraid. Let go of fears. Lock onto thoughts, brood, worry. Let go of that in your life and lead a value and productive life. That's a choice. You do have a choice. And if you can learn to do that, all things are possible. And that's where the healing starts to come. That's where we start seeing transformation.